Hey guys, hope you're all having an awesome day. So I'm going to do a quick reading for the new moon and see what messages Spirit has from us. Definitely a lot of heaviness, a lot of anxiety, a lot of restlessness, discomfort, but also there's a lot of changes. So there's still like unexpected changes kind of coming out of nowhere for some people. Good positive changes for some people. Other people, it's still, I'm getting like that disappointment energy. So it's kind of a shift of both. There's definitely still a lot of like clearing and releasing at this time too. Some deeper stuff, Spirit saying, some deeper wounds and deeper feelings and emotions. So that's coming up as well. Seeing the number 17. So I'm not sure the significance of it. Maybe November 17th is going to be significant for some people. I'm getting December 17th actually more than anything. So, but the number 1 is new beginnings. 7 is usually like spiritual path, spiritual alignment, growth, things like that, abilities. So it might be something to do with that. So let's see what messages we get. This is for the new moon. So let's see. I'm definitely getting for some of you guys, there's going to be like some triggers and towers specifically coming up to clear. Some of this is current energy and some of this is past life energy too. Fears from past lives and things that we got 28 also. Things that like maybe you were promised in past lives or things that disappointed you past lives and stuff like that's coming out, but it's like gonna heal in this life or something. So we have Angel of 4 Directions and the honoring paths. So I think that's really interesting. It definitely feels like a growth, like spiritual growth, kind of what I just said, 17, and I looked up 144, kind of what 17 means is kind of what I get the feeling with that. Okay, so we have peace and discovery. This actually feels very much like the masculine and feminine energy. I'm going to read it to you as I'm getting it. So what I'm actually getting is the feminine is working on internal peace, internal chaos, like anxiety, overthinking, thoughts, fears, things like that. Whereas the masculine is discovering something new. It feels like he's about to, I just got this message the other day too. So it actually feels like almost the exact same message they told me the other day. He's discovering something new. Some of them have like newer abilities or gifts or new feelings, new changes, something like that, but they're discovering something within themselves, something for their journey specifically. Okay, so we got status quo, happy success, kindred partnerships, friends and colleagues, and teacher. I guess we're splitting this. So yeah, we got status quo, happy success. It definitely feels like when you start aligning with what you actually want to do rather than what you've been conditioned to believe or where, I don't know, this card's sticking out. Let me pull this out. The loving woman, intuition, what you've been conditioned to do or believe or things like that. Like you're going to release yourself and feel a sense of freedom or success. It definitely feels like this energy of going against the norm, going against what you've been taught, going against things like that. The kindred partnership in the middle is really interesting how it's separated, and we have peace and discovery at the top where I got the masculine. I keep getting this rekindling energy. This reading very much feels like the reading I did the other day. I did that in a little more detail because I had more time to do it, but yeah, it just feels like this rekindling and this romantic connection is what I'm getting, like this soul connection. Like something's gonna shift and it's gonna bring this energy together. You can go watch the other video. I posted it on my YouTube a few days ago and it's kind of talking about that in more detail. We got friends and colleagues and teacher. It definitely feels like you are going through experiences with people that you know, whether this is people that are your friends, this is family, this is people you work with, things like that. It feels like you're maybe being triggered or mirrored lessons at this time with them. Kind of shifting in relationships is what I'm getting. And it's like, it's to help you shifting in relationships, but it's mirroring something too. It feels like there's some type of fear there, but it's mirroring something too. So yeah, I'm not getting much more than that. Okay, we have listen on the bottom with clarity of belief, which is interesting because we got these in the deck the other day or in the reading the other day in totally different order, but it's like listen to the internal guidance, listen to the messages, like you're going to be getting guidance, but more so it's about following like your inner truth. I'm also getting for some people who are feeling energy or feeling like outside stuff to connect to your center and connect to your truth, and you'll know the truth there. Okay, so we have giving and receiving, awaiting results in the middle, and then the outside is just breathe and coming together. Definitely a lot with collaborating and working together with others. This more so feels energetic rather than physically. Feels like you aligning with other souls and working with them. Somehow it's like you're sitting around and waiting for something. It's like you're waiting for like something bigger to blossom, but it feels like you're not seeing the whole truth to something. And that's not what the card means, but it feels like you're not seeing the whole truth to something, or there's something else that's like missing that you don't see. On the outside, we have just breathe and coming together, which is really interesting. If you've noticed, like almost all the cards are like more than one person, or it's about like two people or stuff. Like the just breathe is really kind of what I just said about like when you're going through these energies, or you're feeling energies, or you're feeling anxious, you're feeling stressed, like connecting to yourself, breathing through it. Definitely some deep breaths helps release, but connecting to yourself and your energy, because you're going to see what the truth is. With the coming together, yeah, I get baby energy from this one. I get people who are in relationships working together where something is going to blossom for them. They're not having me read, hi Sage, they're not having me read the cards together, so I'm just reading it how they're having me reading it and telling you as I'm getting it. So they're not giving me like a ton of clarity on stuff, but I get the feeling that there's going to be some big like illusions lifted and big changes coming up for like the next like 2-3 weeks now. A lot, this card wants to come out, I don't know what it is. A new start is coming, new moon. Oh, I love that. But yeah, okay, nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon, and emotions are running high, super moon right underneath it. Hey, stop eating my box, thank you. Okay, so the cards we got are, can't even talk. A new start is coming, new moon, hold your vision, fixed moon, be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon, and nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon. Really interesting. They're having me split these into two. The new start coming and hold your vision. This definitely feels similar to what I was getting the other day as well. It's like something new is coming for you, something that you want. More so this feels financial abundance. It doesn't totally feel love related. Hey, more so feels financial abundance. Some of you, it might be love related too, but it's like they want you to keep holding on to what it is you want. It just might not be the time yet. It's almost like there's certain puzzle pieces and certain things that need to transpire in order for the bigger thing you want to come forward. So say it's like a really like healthy relationship. It's almost like you might have to go on like a date, or like change your job, or change something in your life to bring about healthy things for this relationship, like where you're not putting them first all the time, or where you found your path, or where it's like you're going to start like a new job or start a new business or something new, go to college, whatever it is. So it's like spirit wants you to go through this transition. So when you and this person meet up or whatever happens, like it's already smooth sailing, like it can smoothly go, and you're going to learn or grow or whatever is going to change in that time. Whereas if you get into a new relationship, you might not be able to put like the energy into it because you're going through a different change. But it feels like somehow it's all kind of set out like for this to happen. So we got be bold and make the first move, and nothing will come of this situation. This actually feels like more so a thought process rather than a direct message from spirit. It more so feels like some of you guys are scared of making choices, and it's like you're going back and forth. That's kind of the energy I'm getting, is this very black and white energy, this very back and forth energy. Like I want this change, or I want this to happen, but I'm not sure what to do. Maybe you're not getting like guidance on it, so you're not sure if you should or shouldn't do it. It just feels like this back and forth energy. I'm not sure. Very like indecisive energy. So what I would ask is, does this feel good? Is this right for me? Things like that. And then kind of see what comes up at that time. I'm going to really quickly pull from this deck and then get some final messages. We got confidence, intuition, enjoyment, and illusions with spiritual guidance on the bottom. And foundation and releases right underneath that. So you're definitely building a foundation. Like there's definitely like the roots being like grounded, like the seeds you've been planting are actually like coming to fruition. They're blossoming. Spirit is guiding you. I think I talked about this the other day, but they're taking like a step back and allowing you to make choices. It's like they'll give you like a message or something very subtle, and then it's like your choice what you're going to do with it. But it's like moving forward and doing what's right for you, asking yourself those questions. Some of you, this is definitely learning how to trust in your intuition, but be confident in the choices you make. And I saw this meme yesterday, I think it was, and it said something about, I can't remember the exact word, but it said something about something internal. And basically it's not necessarily whatever, it's knowing that you're making the right choices for yourself, like trusting that you're making the right choices for yourself. And that's kind of coming up with this, is like knowing that, trusting your intuition, knowing what you know, like having confidence, having faith within yourself as well. There's definitely something with empowerment too, and really trusting in yourself more. And then we got enjoyment and illusions. So it definitely feels like some of you guys are really struggling at this time. There's not really like a lot of happiness and joy at this time. It definitely feels like a lot of like work, but not necessarily that you're working or you're going to school or stuff like that. And more so feels emotional and spiritual, like it's just constantly going. So Spirit's like, find the happiness in those moments, accept those moments rather than like looking to future stuff. When this happens, or when I feel like this, I'll be happy, or I'll feel like this. Try to find moments of peace and find moments of enjoyment and things that you love to do in these periods of time. Some of you, that might be connecting with other people. Some of you, that might be creativity. Some of you might be even just like resting and relaxing and laying in bed and listening to music and, you know, being more lazy and doing things that you haven't done before. But try your hardest, even going out in nature, but try your hardest to try to find those good, happy moments of enjoyment. Even when you are going through stuff, a lot of illusions are going to be lifted and there's going to be a lot of shifts. But for some of you, I feel like it's not the right time for all the illusions to be lifted. Like some of the stuff that you're looking for clarity on and you've been asking Spirit for clarity, it's not the right time because you're still in the middle of some shadow period or some transition or something like that, that you're clearing first to find your power and to trust and have faith and believe in yourself. More Spirit's like in them too, but more so in yourself. And once you step out of that, you're going to have the answers. They just need you to go through this period for whatever reason it is. So anyway, I hope that this helps, and I'm wishing you guys so much love and light.